Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the premium Bandai exclusive, or P-Bandai exclusive, HG Mack Knife mass production type. This is basically the mass production type of the Mack Knife, and as far as I can tell, it's mostly a color difference and a different eye, or whatever, face sticker, whatever you call those. So anyway, let's go on to the review. First of all, for the record, this is a very small kit as far as I know, because it definitely has a smaller feeling into it. So basically what you get, of course, is the Mack Knife itself. You get a action base, well, the non-moving action base. You get a special connector for the action base, so you can actually put this on an action base, because of the structure there's no actually hole that you can plug in, so you get this extra Y-shaped stand. And then you get another connector for, this is for the backpack. You can actually connect this plug onto the backpack. And currently it's raining in Korea, and there's a lot of thunder and lightning that's being struck, so you might hear something besides than the stuff I'm saying. What else you get is the long range booster. This, as far as I know, there's no exactly peg or no hole system going on to attach it, but this thing attaches very well. This hole is actually for the action base. You get some leftover polycaps. You don't use too much polycaps. And then you get some stickers, which somehow I missed some parts because I did not see any of stickers that require these. Anyway, let's get on to the review. So this is pretty much it. What you see is what you get. You don't get any weapons, since every weapon that the Mack Knife has is pretty much built in. The missiles, machine guns, beam weapons, electrical wires and stuff, everything is built in. So let's get on to the articulation right away. For the record, I did do some panel lining, such as the chest, all these lines on the body, the arms. I only did a little bit. I only did the panel lines on the engraved lines and such. So yeah. So here's one of the stickers, the eye sticker. If you get the normal Mack Knife, you should get like a sticker with 2 eyes. This one has 1, so it can go down that much. The articulation is very nice. It can go down that much. It can go up that much. And then 360 should be no problem at all. Also, believe it or not, you do get a back head camera, which is red, metallic red. Okay, so we've seen the head. Now let's look at the body. The body, there is some movement. However, the body for mine tends to pop up pretty easily. You have this middle section, which is also another connector, but for the upper body you can move 360 twist, and do have a little bit of ab crunch in it, like that. And that's pretty much it. And also these 2 parts are a sticker. These are stickers. Okay, now let's get the arm. The arms, there's nothing too special going on the arms. Those who know, the Mack Knife is basically a smaller version of the Elf Bullock. Because the Elf Bullock was being too big, and so they wanted to make it a larger target, so they made it smaller and more agile. So it has a lot of similarity aspects of the Elf Bullock. So now for the arms, the articulation isn't too great. You do have a swivel system here. However, because of this part, it's not exactly a 360. The arms can rotate 360 and can go to the side 90 degrees and have a almost 90 degree bend. I don't know how, depending on how you look at it. And the hands are not your typical ball jointed hands. The hands are only, you can move it up and down like that, and you cannot interchange them. You're pretty much permanent with these hands. Also, for the record, the end of the fingertips should be red, because these are from the end of the fingertips in the anime, the Mack Knife is able to shoot like beam weapons, or can use it as a beam saber effect. The only downside that I kind of wish was that they actually gave, they should have made these hands interchangeable, or at least gave some effect parts for the hands. So yeah. Now let's look at the waist section. The middle section is pretty much like the part that connects the main upper body and the waist section. The waist section, nothing too special going on. However, this white piece here in the middle tends to pop out a little bit easily. Let me take this off. And yes, this is kind of action base required. On the bottom, you have this latches that open and reveals the photon bombs. Yeah, I actually checked the wiki, and it's not photon missiles or torpedoes, it's actually photon bombs, what pretty much works as the same way. In the Gundam Versus game, oh, these are freaking difficult to aim with. Yeah, I've been playing it. So that's that. Once again, the waist can also twist 360 if you know your way around. And then let's look at the legs. The legs are not your typical Gundam legs or Mobile Suit legs. They're pretty much, they're not the same, but they work as the same principle as the F-Bullock. You can move it forward or even more if you want to do so. Technically, if you know your way around, you can go 360 and then can go more than 90 degrees to the side actually. One thing, if you know, the Elf Bullock, not the Elf Bullock, I mean the Mack Knife does move in like a ballerina style because of its attack motions. So yeah. Also, the way how these connect is that, as far as I know, there's for the main upper body, there's two ball jointed polycams with a hole inside the main body. So that's how it's sort of connected, and the connection is very firm. So yeah, there's a lot of movement on the leg. And then bend, not so much. I mean, I think it's a 90-degree bend. And then you have this toe section where this is actually the part where it makes it capable of standing, but I've tried it multiple times. It's not an easy task. Also, I should mention where I panel line. As you can see, those circles, these parts here, that's all what I practically panel line. One thing about this kit that I should warn is that for those who aren't too used to the design, when you're moving the leg or arm, just be careful what part or how are you supposed to move it, because for this example, you can move it forward, and if you're going to make it go to the side, you have to be always cautious of where the system is. So yeah, we saw the legs, and the toes, and yeah, for the articulation, that is pretty much it. So what else we got is this thing. So what you can do is, oh, here's the backpack. Nothing too special going on to the backpack, but there is one more latch part where you can pull off and then reveal another hole, which you can actually attach the action-based connector here. This actually allows you to help to make it looks like it's floating on certain modes. And yeah. And here's the booster. The way how this connects is pretty interesting. You just need to snap it in like that, and it connects very well. So here you go. You have these boosters, and now I remember what those red stickers were supposed to be. They're supposed to be you're supposed to put those red stickers inside here, so the inside thrusters are supposed to be red. But considering its color, I actually think it looks pretty good with yellow. Okay, now, for like certain poses, the main, I guess, strong point for the Mack Knife would be able to pose in certain ways. So you can make it look like it's floating here. I'm sorry for the bad example, but what you're supposed to do is to put the action-based connector on this one here. Actually, you know what? Since I got it, let's just do it. There you go. You're supposed to make it able to do that, so it's like floating. What you're supposed to do is like, you have to like spread the legs, and yeah. Actually, in some games, this is actually a special mode where you're able to like fly around or move faster, I believe. Technically, you have to like bend this a little bit more, like that, so it looks like it's floating around and such. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you can technically do more poses that if you actually seen the anime. But yeah, I mean, one thing if I had to complain about would be the photon bombs, where you don't actually get like a decent pose to use the photon bomb, because the bend isn't. If the body could bend a little bit more, that would be perfect, but it's not exactly perfect. Also, if you're curious, you can actually take out these photon bombs and such. So once again, if you're going to do this pose, you're also supposed to use the action base and do something like this and such, and make it look like it's firing. And I believe in the anime or games, the main body should be, you know, bending even more, but I guess that's the downside of the high grade. I mean, this was a G Reconquista kit, and this was before where revives became more of a subtle thing, more a usual thing. As you guys saw, the only downside is that the main waist section tends to pop out and the main body tends to pop out. So I guess you can glue those parts on. Not the main body, but the white section, white piece. You can glue those on. Once again, that was pretty much it for the review of the P-Bandai exclusive Mack Knife. This is, once again, P-Bandai exclusives aren't really for everybody. Unless you're a really hardcore fan, there's no reason for you guys to get this. For me, I actually really like the color, and I do like the concept of the Mack Knife. I might actually go for the normal one, and I have became a fan after playing the Gundam Versus in Bandai Namco. Well, once again, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the P-Bandai exclusive HG Mack Knife. If you guys got questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.